Peace and power and love and light and yada yada yada. Good morning, Grand Rising. Uh, I saw a post this morning geared in essence towards, quote unquote, killing the ego. Right? And I've been sporadically, at best, seeking a better understanding of this apparently indelible trait, which we all seem to have or suffer from, right? From the start, as they say, or of the practicality, of an ego, more the benefit or detriment. Is it more of a benefit or a detriment to the human condition? My question to you is: do we kill the ego, right, or do we find a balance between it and its opposite? And then begs the question: what is its opposite? A real quick analogy, right? Money. Right? How has this evolved over time? Or reciprocal commerce, not necessarily money, but trade. Reciprocal commerce. I just made something up. How has trade evolved? Right? How, in the sense of both its nature of growth and its method of growth, right? And then, so like, what does it look like, or what does it look like, right? And then who painted the picture? Or who paints the picture of how it looks, or how trade, should look? And is money, I know trade is not, but is money the root to all evil, right? Or is it the attitude we have towards it? How about water, right? You're made of it. Die slow without its presence in your body. Speed is relative here, right? But you can also die from way too much. See Jennifer Strange, or anyone who has ever drowned. May they continue in peace and power. All right. We approach each of these two facts of this life differently, yes? Money's spent, money's earned, it's invested, and it's burned, right? Water's tasty when it's clean, can steal and give you what you need, right? Ego's here right when we are. If we are friends, can we go far? Shout out to Brother Reginald Kuakaru over at Comedic Centered Living. I think he's doing a pretty dope job of helping to decode scripture and centuries old yeah. If you can register for any of his classes when they come back around, I feel it would be beneficial to many who do the work, right? All right, so he spoke about the scripture which says, honor thy mother and thy father that thy days may be long. Feel free to check my wording or my version of it. He gave us this, also my version of it. He first asked the question, how does honoring one's parents lead to a longer life? He says, yes, honor them, for, who of us have not been reminded of the power they wield over life and death, our own respectively, right? Yes, but what of the abusive parents or parent, right? What do we tell the Christian orphan? I said, this is my version. Okay. Then he hit us with it. He said, this scripture means that as each one of us embodies both feminine and masculine energies or aspects, we, in order to have the option of a longer life, must live in honor of both, finding a sort of spiritual homeostasis, and in effect, I imagine a physical one. Please pardon the redundancy. In some parts of the East, it is still called the yin and the yang. Right? There's a balance. There's an obvious balance. There's an obvious part here, part over here, and a part over there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So to this, I would add that this is the best way to honor your parents, right? If you're gonna focus on honoring your parents, your earthly parents, this is how you do it, right? find that balance, right? I would think, anyway. All right. And so in lieu and through this as a lens, I ask, if I haven't already, if I have, please excuse the redundancy, but if I ask this question, if we were to change out masculine and feminine, right, those two words, with the two words self and ego, then, I mean, just play the game, right? Which one would go where? Would you change out ego for feminine or masculine? Would you change out self for feminine or masculine? Well, let's throw yin and yang in the mix, right? Yin is which? Yang is which? Where do ego and the self go? Right? It's just some questions, thoughts and questions. Y'all can talk about it if y'all want. I would be definitely exciting to know, you know, what if any new ideas may come from such a discussion. Y'all ain't gotta have it on here either. Talk about it somewhere else. Go talk about it with 5 other people. But this is it's, you know. And I'm asking y'all, it's probably just some shit I gotta figure out myself, but yeah. Are we getting rid of that ego? If not, what do we do with it? Holla at you.